And today we're going to be talking about what could be the best smartphone gimbal of 2023, the Hohem iSteady 6. That's right, this is a very useful smartphone gimbal that has AI tracking. You can even charge your phone while you use it. How cool is that? Let's get into it. Okay, so here is the Hohem iSteady 6. You can see it does come with a tripod. It also has this cool little unit up here, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I'm just going to go over some of the features really fast. Here's your mode button. You have pan follow, pan tilt follow, lock, and point of view. And what they are is, this will follow you when you pan, but it's going to lock the tilt. If you go to pan tilt follow, then it's going to follow you all directions. If you go to lock, it's going to stay locked in that one direction no matter how you twist the gimbal. And then if you go to point of view, you can see that it's just going to follow you any direction you go. There's no locks whatsoever. And then back to pan follow. Now you do have a record button right here to start and stop recording, take photos as well. Your power button and your charge ports on this side right here. You also have a 1/4-20 in case you need to add a mount. If we come over to this right here, you have a thumb toggle so you can control the gimbal, where the camera is going to look. And then on the side, you actually have this really cool feature, and this is for setting motion lapses manually without the app. This gimbal is very independent from a third-party app. You don't have to have their app to utilize most of the features. And then what this rotating knob right here is, if you tap it on the side, if you double tap it, you have roll, so you can control the roll. You have focus, so if you are using the app, you can use this to focus your camera manually. And then if you tap this 3 times, what it's going to do is it's actually going to use this to control the built-in light. So then what you're going to do, this will become your controller for the light up here. So now that we're in the light mode, we're just going to hold this down. The light is now on. You can see it's a bright white light. And I can dim it and brighten it here. Or I can tap this once and go to the Kelvin, and I can actually make it a nice warm light and bring it back to super bright. If I tap it 3 times again, well, now that's going to be an RGB light, and I can change this to any color I want just by scrolling through this knob. Then I can tap it once and I can dim it and I can brighten it. How cool is that? And then when you want to go turn this off, you just hold this down again, the light will go off, and then we can just double tap it and go back to roll or whatever mode or setting we want. Now they do have a trigger on the front right here, and what that trigger is for is, say if your gimbal gets kind of cattywampus, you just double tap that and it's going to recenter everything. You can tap it and hold, and that's going to put this in lock mode. As you can see, it still says pan follow here, but it is locked. If you just hold it down, that's like a sport mode, so it's going to react really fast, like you're trying to video something that's fast. And then we're going to go back to center by tapping it twice. And then if you tap it 4 times, do you see what just happened? All right, I'm going to tap it again 4 times so you can see it again. A lot of the problems, these cameras shoot so wide, these motors sometimes will get in the view. So how do you avoid that? With this gimbal, you just tap the trigger, and I'm going to show you on this side. Tap it 4 times. And now the motor is in the back. There's nothing going to get in the view of your camera. How awesome is that? That is an amazing feature. Now, one more thing that I want to talk about real quick is this little guy on top. We already know that it's a light, but it is also AI. And this is an AI tracker that works independent from the app. And we're going to show you how to use that as well. All right, so now you can see that the camera is on me. So if I want to be tracked, I just throw up an OK symbol, and now it's tracking me. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to just walk around a little bit, see if it can track me. I'm a good 40, 50 feet away from the camera. And you can see I can do my live show, I can do my video, I can do my TikTok dances or my Instagram reels, and I have a full-time cameraman just watching me and following me and doing a really good job of keeping me in frame. How cool is that. And let's stop the tracking. You might be wondering as well, how hard is it to balance and how do I shoot vertical video? Well, if you want to shoot vertical video, you just manually twist the mount, just like this. Put your phone back in, and you are now in vertical. Not very difficult, easy to do. Now the other one is, let me go ahead and turn this off. Hold down the button to turn it off. Let's say, for instance, you just bought it and it is completely out of balance. You can see that it is nowhere near balanced. So how do you balance it? You just release this little lever right here and you slide this out until your phone floats horizontally, and then you just lock the lever back down, and there you are, you're balanced, you're good to go. So let's say you want to take a MotionLapse. Let's go over this feature real quick. What you do is you'll set your gimbal where you want it. You will hold down your first button where you want it to start. Then you can pan it. Say we want it to go to here. Then you can hold down the second button where you want it to stop. You heard the dings, so it's now set up. We're going to tap this button to bring it back. And then we're going to tap the button where we want it to go 2 times. And now you can see that the gimbal is ever so slowly panning left to right. How cool is it that you can do this without the app and get those beautiful MotionLapse shots of bays, harbors, sunsets, and even in the city. It's going to give you great versatility in the fact that you're able to use your native app that comes with your phone and not have to rely on Hohem to provide an app with all the features that you want. As you can see, this smartphone gimbal is very smart, very capable, has AI tracking, charges your phone while you're using it, and gets the job done. It's going to give you that excellent stability in those low light shots, and it's going to take your video to a whole new level. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.